As dawn brushes gold over the rooftops, our party steps into the bustle of Ironheart's famed carnival. Glitch, barely able to contain his excitement, trembles like a wind-up toy on overdrive. Glitch, grinning wildly. "I'm going to the festival." He vibrates down the street before anyone can object. Inside the tavern, Grimes catches whispers of unease, a growing friction between the Steel Syndicate and the elusive Crimson Wings. Rumors swirl like smoke, accusing the Wings of destroying the windmill in an act of sabotage. Vesper. "Good job, everyone. I think we've started a war." Golden tickets in hand, the group joins the throng, pushing toward the fairgrounds. The gates creak open with ceremonial flair. Only a rare few carry golden tickets, granting access to the exclusive stadium seating for the main event. Carnival greeter. "Enjoy the games. Don't lose that ticket, folks. You'll need it for the main event." There's laughter in the air, the clink of gears, and the odd screech of the slingshot ride flinging someone skyward. The first call of the day, placing bets on the horse races. The horses line up, some more metal than beast. Brass bolt, ironclad, cogsmith, steamhammer. Spring-loaded monsters, more machine than mare. Glitch, squinting. Detect magic. Any unfair boosts. No spells ping, just well-oiled engineering. His mechanical mind shifts to analyzing gear ratios instead. Nymeria, blinking. Why does it look like an animal? Some of the party place their bets, ready to loose what little they have later in the day when they race. Nymeria, raised by wolves and whispers, wilts in the crowded urban chaos. Vesper notices her trembling. Imagine them all as animals, mindless ones at that. Nymeria, these ones are... She squeezes his hand. They move to a quieter corner. Next game, Gear Smash, a mix of strength and dexterity. A trio of gears await, large, medium, and tiny. The gang lines up, tools clatter, knuckles crack. Grimes swings, misses. The hammer bounces back and clocks him. Ow. Glitch overcompensates on the small gear. It explodes. Oops. In the end, it's a tie between Vesper, Nymeria, and Glitch, until Glitch's precision earns him victory. His prize, the inventor's lens, a monocle that amplifies crystal power. Now comes a steampunk balloon race. Each contestant pilots a blimp through fiery rings, wild wind tunnels, and low-hanging walls. The race is chaos and cackling steam. Glitch blazes ahead, but Grimes barrels past the finish with a triumphant howl, claiming victory by a single point. Hugging his prize, a gallon of high-quality inventor's grease. Perfection. He suggests the race be renamed to Skyfire Rally. The game runner nods and writes it down. A hush rolls over the crowd near the combat ring. A towering steam golem, venting clouds like a furnace, awaits its challenger. And who should step up, eyes gleaming like polished brass? Glitch. I'm in. Let's see how automatons fight. Grimes, handing over a vial. Some grease, for good luck. Vesper, muttering. Not that I'd ever suggest cheating, but throwing the fight is always an option. Betting sparks across the party. Grimes and Nymeria back Glitch. Vesper, ever the contrarian, bets on the golem. The crowd begins to gather, whispering the underdog's name. Glitch. Glitch rushes in with a blur of gears and nerve. Misses. The golem swings with the weight of a forge hammer. Misses again. Then, Glitch roars. Glitch! Thunderwave! An explosive shockwave ripples out. Vesper and Anara hit the dirt. 37 civilians join them. The steam golem slammed to the ground, skidding 15 feet back and out of the ring. Crowd. Glitch! 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 Glitch wins. The prize? A choice. A self-stirring teacup with a miniature locomotive, or a mysterious silver whistle. Glitch, eyeing the whistle. I can't drink tea. I'll take the whistle. In the crowd's eruption, Nymeria freezes. Her breath catches. The noise fades. Time stops. A brilliant light pierces the haze. The goddess of Lunaris stands before her. Goddess, what bothers you, dear child? Nymeria, quietly. There are too many people.
I watched your mother. She made choices I didn't agree with, but you shall walk with a companion.
A wolf pup materializes. Time resumes. Nymeria clutches a small, soft shape. The crowd roars, but within, a newfound calm. Testosterone surges. Biceps bulge. The group enters a no-holds-barred arm wrestling contest. Anara, flexing. Let's get this over with. Anara demolishes Nymeria. Glitch bests Grimes. Then Vesper. But in the end, Glitch triumphs over all. Attendant, offering prizes. A lucky die. Or this rare signed book inside a glass case, The Soul of the Machine, by Professor Quinton Quibble. Glitch. Gimme the book. Knowledge is power. Plus it smells like dust and superiority. Mechanical dancers spin and flame. Steam and music fill the air as automatons perform synchronized acrobatics. It's spectacle. It's steampunk Cirque du Soleil. A loudspeaker blares. This is the Whispers from Chasm radio show. Book club sign-ups at booth 7. The entire party, including the surprisingly literate Grimes, signs up, except for Glitch, that is. Grimes, looking around. Any other oily folks like me? Indeed. The crowd is a melting pot of giants, gnomes, oily engineers, and stilt-legged steam cops looming silently on patrol. The party finds themselves lured by the sound of clattering gears and cheers to the cogwheel roulette tent. A simple game of numbers, colors, and luck. Anara. I'll bet 2 gold on red. The wheel spins thrice. Glitch and Nymeria come out ahead in round 1. Vesper, Grimes, Anara all have moments of triumph, followed by a round where no one wins. But the real crowd pleaser, the sound of galloping pistons. But before they get to the races, Vesper, ever the collector of oddities and secrets, eyes the whimsical steam-stirring teacup. Vesper. 5 silver for that ridiculous thing. Vendor, scoffing. It's worth 200. Vesper. Looks like something you'd find in a pawn shop's junk drawer. Moments later, a successful persuasion check. Vendor. Fine, take it. Just don't tell anyone. Anara watches with a curious eye, her gaze lingering a bit too long on the cup. Anara. How romantic. First the painting, now a teacup with a train. Vesper, handing it over. Now you can drink tea while researching werewolves. Golden tickets in hand, the party returns to their prime front row seats for the festival's crown jewel, the Ironheart mechanical horse race. Steam jets hiss, and the crowd rises to its feet. Announcer, and they're off. Brass bolts, ironclad thunders ahead, Glitch's choice. As the metallic beasts round the corners, chaos erupts. Injuries, a full-on collapse, and finally, against all odds, Ironclad gallops across the finish line. Glitch, counting gold. That's 200 gold. Who's buying drinks? Laughter fades. Grimes begins to cough violently, more than just a tickle in the throat. He spits up a lump of black, oily phlegm right at his feet. Grimes. Help! Glitch, startled. Gross! I'm tossing it back. He flings the goo. It wriggles mid-air. Vesper, leaping in. Don't! He catches the squirming blob in a vial. No one else in the crowd sees the oddity, but Anara and Nymeria do, and they exchange a look that says, we're in deep now. Anara. What the hell was that? Grimes, coughing. No idea. Been happening for days. Nymeria. It moved. Doesn't it need to breathe? The lights dim. An announcer's voice rings out over the intercom. Announcer.
Welcome, one and all, to the Inventors Exhibition. Tonight, you'll witness the minds that shape tomorrow.
The crowd roars as inventors take the stage one by one. Inventor 1, Dern Brownsmith. Observe. An elemental bow. He draws a gleaming arrow, igniting it with a flick of his thumb. Fire, ice, wind, stone. The crowd cheers. Inventor 2, Drew Witcham. Behold, the skeleton key of dissolution. Locks melt under its acid-like touch. Doors creak open. Inventor 3, Oswald York. A lantern that turns light into lightning. He captures lantern light and blasts a mock fiend to smithereens. Applause thunders. But then, the crowd erupts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the returning champion, Eldon Bray.
Steam jets, pyrotechnics, then silence as he steps forward. Eldon presents his creation, the Golden Engine, a radiant shrine-like contraption. But as he proclaims a new age of invention, a cloaked figure appears beside him, wrapping around him like shadow. Grimes, squinting. Something's glowing purple beneath the stage. 3 snarling death dogs materialize, each bearing 2 heads. In a flash of gears and smoke, both Eldon and the cloaked figure vanish. Announcer, last words. Ah! The announcer is torn in half. Blood sprays across the front row. Grimes and Anara are soaked. The crowd screams, trampling each other as they flee. The death dogs snarl. One turns toward the party. Roll initiative. Grimes. Grease bomb deployed. He tosses oil, then retreats toward the exit. Nymeria, shielding her pup. We're not dying today. She fires, her arrow slamming into one beast, slowing it. The creature leaps toward Anara, its jaws dripping gore. Glitch, bracing. You're not touching her. He strikes true with a harpoon, lodging it into the demon's flank, tethering it. Vesper, covered in blood. This is exactly why I don't go outside. He tries to shoot but misses, then grabs Anara and uses the grease to push them both away. A second death dog leaps at Vesper. One bite misses, the other hits. Anara, from the ground. Railgun, now! She fires, the blast hitting the prone beast squarely in the chest. The arena is chaos. Civilians scream. Inventors scatter. Smoke rises. Grimes, you guys still alive. He rushes to help Vesper and Anara to their feet. Nymeria, firing another arrow. One down, almost. The arrow sinks into the injured dog, making it stagger. Death dogs snarl. One leaps at Anara and Vesper, only to slip on the oil slick and land with a splat beside them. Glitch, lighting up his flamethrower. Barbecue time. The flame misses. Glitch stumbles prone. The arena's floor chars black. The dividing wall melts. Vesper. Subtle. Glitch. Real. Subtle. Nymeria fires at the creature lunging at Glitch. Her arrow strikes true. Anara swings her diesel warhammer. Misses. Grimes lunges with his steam gauntlets. Misses. Nymeria looses an arrow. Also misses. The beasts remain relentless. Grimes finally lands a hit. Nymeria marks a beast with Hunter's mark and strikes it cleanly. Glitch remembers his harpoon is tethered. He shocks the death dog, frying it. Glitch, grinning. One down. Vesper flips behind the third hound, slashing with his cane sword. The beast retaliates viciously, biting hard. Vesper falls. Anara, clutching her glowing book. Life's embrace, mend and restore. Magic swirls down like a glowing pillar of hope. Vesper gasps, life returned. Vesper, groaning. I hope no one saw that. No one did. Too much chaos. As the last demon dog snarls, a glowing purple portal opens beneath it. Vesper, eyeing it. That's new. Anara, lunging. I'm taking it in with me. She grapples the beast, dragging it toward the portal, only for Vesper to yank her back at the last second. Anara, shouting. Why? I could have saved Eldon. Nymeria, with the death dogs. With the death dogs slain, the battle ends, but not without cost. The poison from their bites runs dark through the veins of Vesper, Grimes, and Anara. Their max health drops. Death lingers near. Vesper. Every day this gets worse. We need a cure. Fast. A few brave souls, who witnessed everything, begin chanting, Heroes, heroes. Anara, grimacing. Thanks, we might be dying. Nymeria tries to salvage pelts. Glitch collects his harpoons. Vesper and Glitch inspects the ground where the portal once opened. Glitch. It was teleportation magic. Pretty advanced stuff. Their only lead, a healer's hut in town. As the city lies in disarray, the party limps toward hope. They stumble into the healer's district. Doors slam, curtains pull shut. Fear rules the streets. Anara, calling. Hello? We took care of the death dogs. Nymeria, softly. Please, we need help. A door creaks open. A haggard woman ushers them in, muttering about the madness on stage. Healer, Cardelia. You fought them? Get in. Hurry. She lays her hands on them one by one, casting lesser restoration. The poison fades, slowly. As Cardelia treats them, talk turns to Eldon Bray's invention. Cardelia, the golden engine. It's not his. It's ancient. A relic of power, capable of rewriting fate. Eldon may have tried to recreate it. But if that was the real thing, the implications are terrifying. Vesper. Library records? Cardelia. Old stories, wild speculation, power eternal, immortality, even teleportation. Anara. What about the cloaked man? Cardelia. Familiar. A purple cloak, finely stitched. I can't place him. A knock at the door. Cardelia swings it open. Cardelia. Marty. Marty, grinning. You lot really can't stay out of trouble, can you? I need your help. You work well together. Chaotic, but effective. The golden engine cannot fall into the wrong hands. You have two options. Option 1. Visit the city council, gain approval, receive resources, but surrender the engine if recovered. Option 2. Leave secretly, tonight, risking more, but keeping whatever they find. Marty. The cloaked figure? I believe it's Everardus Tinker, a reclusive wizard in Seacliff. That's where you go next. 253 miles southwest. Vesper. What are our travel options? Marty. Airships, no longer safe. Trains, 3 options. Bullet train, fast, too risky. Steam train, pirate season, dangerous. Manual engine railway, slow, but hidden. Glitch. Does that one go near the Dragon Keep? Marty. No. And why do you want dragons? Vesper produces the strange vial of oily black sludge extracted from Grimes. Marty, eyeing it. You coughed this up. Let me study it. Half of it. Vesper, gripping tight. In exchange for a favor. Marty raises an eyebrow. Vesper, find the blacksmith's daughter. She ran off. Her father's. Heartbroken. Marty, nodding. Done. I'll keep eyes out. Give me the sample. They strike the deal. 10 minutes pass. The group huddles in whispered debate. Glitch. Who votes to go tonight? Unanimous. The journey begins now. Desert winds await. Seacliff, and perhaps the Golden Engine itself, lies ahead. The party chooses the steam engine route, old, unstable, but hidden from prying eyes. Anara and Glitch clear and tune up the machine with sweat, soot, and mechanical finesse. But there's not enough coal, not enough oil. Vesper, climbing clumsily. Marty, oil, fails to reach the top. Nymeria, scaling gracefully. I've got it. Together, they gather just enough. Vesper finds a full cart of coal. He also, suspiciously, remembers he had 7 units of oil in his pack all along. Grimes, side-eyeing him. You had oil when we were naked. They attach cars, steam engine, coal cart, passenger car, handcart. Glitch and Anara guide the train like captains of an iron ship. Nymeria, grim. I can't hunt in a desert. Glitch, cheerful. I believe in Anara's craftsmanship. Hours pass. Nymeria spots a distant bonfire party. Strange, but no threat. Then, lights, glowing motes swarm the train. Glitch, pretty. Splat. Mechanical bugs, clockwork wasps, slam into Glitch. The battle begins. Glitch, flamethrower roaring. Not today, buzzers. Anara, blasting flames. Burn! The swarm attacks. Vesper tries to grab one, gets sliced. Anara takes hit after hit. Eventually she collapses. Glitch, panicked. Nope. Deploys a mechanical bee. It heals Anara slightly. Vesper, appearing out of breath. Why do you always start fights without me? Nymeria casts a healing aura. Grimes makes it to the coal cart. The swarm thins until only 3 remain. Anara hurls acid. Glitch skewers a pest. The final blow is struck. Silence falls. Glitch, examining corpse. Clockwork wasp, stinger, poison, swarm AI, cool. Later, the train screeches to a halt. Fallen trees block the tracks. They chop them for fuel. Glitch watches a nearby graveyard like a steam-powered sentinel. Then, beasts appear, lizard-like, with heavy bulbous tails. As they get the train moving, one slams into it. The wheels lock, the train slows. Anara. Chicken wings. The beasts devour the offering, lose interest. Glitch, fixing the train mid-run. One thing was jammed. Got it. The night deepens. Fog rolls in. Visibility drops to feet. Anara stays up driving while others sleep. She gains exhaustion, but they stay on course. Dead trees, then petrified trees, then open field. Morning. They pass into golden fields. Ahead, Seacliff. A voice crackles over the sending stone. Marty. Are you still alive? Anara, weary. Barely. The train slows as they near Seacliff. They stop a few miles out, ready to find out what awaits them.